일단 처음에 반응은 피해가는 분들도 계시고 와, 나 네 팔로워다 이러면서 막 알아보는 경우도 계시고 되게 잔인한 영화 좋아해요. 공포 영화, 무서운 만화책 많이 보고 이건 또 제 또 다른 나. 네. 저는 제 몸에 직접 그림을 그리는 윤다인이라고 합니다. 공연이나 영화 작업을 많이 했었어요. 사람한테 그리는 게 좀 익숙해졌고 다른 몸에 해보다 보니까 나의 몸에 직접 표현을 하면 더 잘 전달이 되지 않을까 해서 처음에 제 몸에 그림을 그렸습니다. 얼굴을 일기장이라 생각하고 누구를 만나면서 내가 느꼈던 뭐 감정, 심리 상태 있잖아요. 그런 거를 그림으로 좀 많이 그렸어요. 되게 부끄러울 때도 있고 또 어떨 땐 되게 당당하기도 하고 되게 다양한 내가 있는데 항상 우리는 똑같은 얼굴로만 살아야 되잖아요. 그래서 반복되는 어떤 무표정의 얼굴을 좀 많이 그렸었어요. 눈이야말로 그 사람과 사람이 통하는 문이 될 수 있지 않을까 생각했었고 사실 우리가 눈을 이제 가지고 살지만 보이는 것도 왜곡해서 바라보기도 하고 그래서 눈이라는 게 되게 재미가 있더라고요. 요즘은 약간 제가 이거를 하면서 제 자신을 사진에 담고 이걸 더 즐기게 되더라고요. 그래서 뭔가 자신감을 많이 얻은 케이스 같아요. 정말 가장 자기다울 때가 아름다운 것 같아요. 저의 이제 아무것도 하지 않은 맨 얼굴도 있고 또 이런 것도 또 다른 저의 모습이니까 진짜 나의 개성이나 남들이 가지지 않은 나만의 색깔을 보여줄 때가 아름답지 않나 생각이 들어요.
Is perhaps the wrong word, but certainly pretty dramatic. This is the scene in Perth in Western Australia where a man became trapped. His leg, as you can see, between the platform and the train, and eventually the operator, Transpath, got the passengers there to actually tilt the train, 50 or so of them. Here we go, one big heave, and they lifted the train so he could just pull his leg out of that 2-inch gap. Now, the really good news is that the commuter concerned was uninjured. He was treated at the scene, and he managed to get a later train. I don't know if about everybody else. One more push, I think they're going to get it just at this point. So that's in Perth in Western Australia. Apparently they'd originally tried to all lean on the other side, but that hadn't worked. Good news at the end.
Yeah, can you imagine how frightening that is?
Oh, frightening.
Hi, I'm Henry.
I'm actually Ruth Parelia.
I'm Kate Madden.
And I'm Annie Madden.
We're sisters and we have a business which supplies equine supplements to the horse industry.
I'm the founder of an online estate agency.
I have an online platform supporting young people and giving them tips on how to start in business. There was a time where I was about to go and speak on a stage in front of thousands of people. We go to a cafe and get a bottle of water, start relaxing. I take one sip of the water and it goes all over me. And it just taught me that you cannot prepare for everything.
Even if you feel like it's not 100% ready, you still need to go out on the market. And that's where you'll learn the most, like learning about your customers and your market and to see what works and what doesn't.
As a startup, budget is tight. So with us in our first year and a half, we had almost zero marketing budget and didn't spend on mass marketing and relied on word of mouth.
Prince Charles and the Duchess were over in Ireland just a few months ago, and he pointed over and he said, "Girls," introduced us, told everybody who we were. He knew our story.
The best thing about word of mouth is people trust word of mouth.
And we sold like an additional 15,000 units to what we'd normally sell.
So for our business, we decided to team up with Mumsnet to find a flexible workforce of working mums across the country. So these are people with fantastic and relevant professional experience, for example, being chartered surveyors, and they prioritise now their children and base their lives around their children's day.
We're at school, obviously, most of the time, so to have flexible staff is really good as well.
There are so many people who are going to try and tell you you've got to be like this and you've got to behave in this certain way, like you've got to wear a suit or you've got to wear a tie and you have to do this and have to do that. But the most important thing is just to be yourself.
It was our 150-second formula that worked. So just imagine what would have happened if we stopped at 151.
I'm surprised she can run. I'm surprised she can walk. I think that's awesome. I want to be her.
4 feet 6 inches. I weigh 83 pounds.
Of power, 83 pounds of power.
Thank you. Sounds wonderful. My doctor told me 2 years straight, I'm as healthier than a healthy 20-year-old. Ray!
It's amazing even to me. I have to admit that. She is a remarkable human being.
I feel I'm still a winner. That's all.
This is Neil Francis and his take on A Little Respect. It's a song by Erasure. He'd just been to one of their gigs in Kentish Town and suddenly he found himself inspiring a sing-song.
I love the sound of the acoustics in the tube station, so I just thought, give it some. It just went mental. And it just got louder and louder and louder. And afterwards, on the tube, they're going, sing more, we want you to sing more.
It takes some guts, but then Neil's a regular performer in the clubs and holiday centres around Great Yarmouth. The surprise is the sheer numbers who've watched it online.
It's gone from a few friends in less than 24 hours. It's incredible, absolutely incredible.
And then there are the comments.
You have restored my faith in humanity. Hope, not hate. God bless you. Oh.
Had he perhaps had a drink?
I'd had a few. I'd had one or two to wet me whistle.
He may not have been the only one. Tonight, the London radio station LBC is calling it one of the most joyous things ever to happen on the tube. The Guardian's verdict on Neil's rendition, surprisingly lovely. John Cranston, BBC Look East.
Advait was 8-9 months old when he first picked up the brush. It was like magic to us and we could not believe that he's creating those compositions. He had that direction, he had an intention, and he knew exactly where he wants to go and lead himself to the result.
To be perfectly honest, it was my first art show. So I might as well let you know that. And I remember walking through the door and walking into the exhibit room, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The colors, they were just so beautiful and they just caught my attention. You know, if you're not familiar with abstract painting, you know, some people come in and think that anybody could just throw paint on a canvas, but if they understood the colors and the textures, they would understand that this is just more than just paint on canvas.
Most children will just see a few colors and mush them together and make a great mess, hence finger painting. This is different. This child is planning, very engrossed in what he's doing, and that's unusual. However, you never know what's going to happen. Easily, I've seen many very talented young people lose interest, or they even get into the art world and are exhibiting, and they don't want to do it anymore. So you can never tell.
If he is very comfortable with the normal schooling and still he is able to paint, then we will continue with that, and we just want to see where he is happy.
It's completely his creation, is coming out of his imagination, and we want to keep that going forever.
At this point in time, nobody can beat Simone Biles. I've seen some of my guy friends try it, but they never land it, so they get really upset.
Simone doesn't require a lot of run into her tumbling skills, so she can fit a longer pass onto the floor than a lot of athletes. She adds the jump afterward, which is a simple skill, but it adds to bonus.
Normally, the separations between first and second place could be 3/10 or 5/10, and she goes out and wins by 1 or 2 points. This is a tumbling pass that you would see on the floor, and she does it on 4 inches wide.
It's also the hardest dismount in the world, and I'm the only one that does it.
I would say it's probably no more than 3 days that it takes her to achieve a new skill. Many athletes, it takes them years.